The Oscars won't have a host again this year.
Great. That's a great way to end this off. Who gives a fuck?
Exactly. I
haven't watched.
I mean, gives a fuck about the Oscars in a general sense.
I don't care about the Oscars, but I think like the Golden Globes, like when Ricky Gervais is hosting and shit like that gets me excited. So the fact that they don't have like a Ricky Gervais the fact that they don't have a host when they could have had somebody like Ricky Gervais as the host, that's the only reason that I
feel like they couldn't. Ricky's probably asking for way too much money at this point.
After like doing so many, you think he gets a raise every time he does it?
I mean, if you keep wanting someone back for stuff like that, they're probably going to keep demanding more.
He's probably the only reson that people watch.
I don't know. I was gonna say I remember seeing that he was going to host, and it didn't inspire me to watch.
Didn't?
No.
You don't find those fucking?
I don't find any of the award shows to be interesting.
Me neither.
Well, no, I know, but like his monologues, you don't find that funny? Where he's just roasting everybody there?
Later on YouTube if it's worthwhile.
Right.
Like there's no reason to watch any of it live because half the time
it just goes on YouTube right after.
Yeah, basically. And he did like opening monologues, like having some comedians up there, but then eventually like 90% of the award show isn't them. And then it's an actor with no comedic background trying to make a joke during their acceptance speech. And the crowd laughs, but you're sitting there like, I don't fucking follow this. This is stupid.
Well, that's what happened like the year after Ricky Gervais hosted. It was like,
are you just like obsessed with Ricky Gervais?
I love Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais, if you're watching.
Unpopular opinion, I think Ellen did a really good job when she hosted.
I didn't even know that she hosted.
She hosted it, but it was fun. That's when they took that selfie that broke the internet. She ordered pizza and like sent it to the crowd. Like that was kind of fun.
I forgot about that selfie.
Did she order pizza or did she yell at one of the interns to go bring pizza?
Probably yelled at one of the interns to go bring pizza.
Just screaming at people like, bring me my camera. I need to get this photo with all these people.
Apparently her show has lost 1 million viewers since she restarted. Is it warranted?
I mean, I didn't watch it to begin with, but so
do you think that she deserves the hate?
It depends. If she's really, I don't know if something happened like where it was a higher up that did something and it was out of her control kind of thing.
No, fuck that shit. Like
I think too many people straight up said Ellen is a terrible person to work for.
Sure, agreed. That's why I'm saying, but realistically, what I'm trying to say is like, it depends. It's warranted if she's really an asshole. Or if it was, she was an asshole having a bad day kind of thing. And then it was a pile on Ellen and everybody came out and did it. Cause that happens too.
But people were like, I've been working there for years and this happens every day.
And then for her to come out and be like, oh, one of my producers. And you're like, what does it have to do? Like she really didn't hold her. I don't know if she did afterwards, but she kind of pulled a David Dobrik and had like a shitty apology. And then I don't know if she had another one, but she didn't really hold herself accountable.
I didn't follow
when I read it was like continuous.
Yeah, I didn't follow it too much. It wasn't like
one day that she would, because everyone's been a shitty person for one day.
That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't.
You're just a shitty person every day.
I followed. I saw the one.
So low.
I saw the one claim that was against her, and then because cancel culture to me is like super toxic, and once somebody says one thing, all of a sudden there's 100 things that are just like
I don't know. I think for the most part, in instances like that, I think it's way less cancel culture and more so one person being like, I'm fucking done with it. I've been in this forever. I'm at least gonna they probably didn't work for them for anymore and was just like, I'm just gonna fucking say it.
And then one person says it,
and then the floodgates open for other people who are like, holy shit, someone actually is talking about this. I mean, like, honestly, I think that happens way more often. And that cancel culture sucks. Cancel culture is like way more just people. It's like 5 people with blogs. Because you look at it, it's like everyone's like, oh, you can't say things anymore. It's like there's never been a bigger time in history for stand-up comedy. Right. Joe Rogan's the #1 podcast.
I hate when people are
Bill
like,
Burr
but
is
Twitter.
I hate when they say that comedians like can't do anything anymore. I'm like, this is the best time because people are so.
But Twitter cancels people left and right for the stupidest shit.
But it's usually just like one asshole, and then it just gets
trends all over Twitter. Though that's what I mean.
But half of the trending is like people also responding to it and being like, "What? I don't get it," and then just using the same hashtag.
And then it just turns.
I think we see different things because I see people getting legitimately like slaughtered on the internet for just like saying like stupid things. The most recent one I saw was the Outer Banks show on Netflix.
Oh.
Well, they casted a girl whose parents they casted a mixed girl whose parents in the show are her father's black, her mother's white. People were giving her shit on the internet for being light skinned as opposed to dark skinned.
But that's not cancel culture. That's people being shitty.
To her though, to the actress, when she has nothing to do with it. That's cancel culture.
No, that's not cancel culture. That's assholes on the internet. Cancel culture is when, at least how I've heard it explained, is when you do something, is like the Gina Carano thing.
Yeah.
Is like when it's like you do some shit and then people are like, why are you hiring them? Not when a bunch of people like, because that to me is like the Star Wars people being like, Rey's just a Mary Sue.
Yeah,
like,
we have a different view on cancel culture.
But that's, I mean, it seems like I just think we disagree on what cancel culture is, because a lot of the things that I hear, it's like the Republican people, conservatives being mad. Like, I can't say that we're being treated like Nazis. It's like, fuck that. No, you shouldn't be able to do that. Not like the other end of it where it's just like, she's not fucking perfect for this role. Like the people who are upset about Black Little Mermaid, I don't think is cancel culture. I think that's a bunch of shitty people.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think the way I view cancel culture is like the people who go super hard on little things that don't matter, like going hard at this actress and like legitimately trying to cancel her, saying that like she should be fired because she's light skinned. That to me is like, that's toxic cancel culture, because they're trying to cancel her and she didn't do anything.
Yeah. I just don't think that's the one that gets brought up in the media a lot. I think the one that gets brought up is people being like,
well, I agree with that cancel culture. Like, if you're a dick, you need to be canceled.
Hold for Everything podcast.